The safest way to store your crypto. Nano Ledger. Self-custody is a frightening prospect. It necessitates a delicate balance of usability and absolute security. So why should you choose a ledger? For hardware wallets, it might be difficult to choose the best alternative. But luckily, we are here to discuss the most crucial factors to consider and why ledger devices are the ideal answer. Many investors believe that cryptocurrencies will eventually replace fiat currency, but there is the issue of where to store our crypto holdings. For example, when investing in Bitcoin, one of the most frequent terms we will hear is HODL, which is not spelled incorrectly, it's just the way they like to say it. This is a Ledger Nano S, which brings us to today's topic. In today's video, I will walk you through storing your Bitcoin in this Ledger Nano S from purchasing the device to set it up to moving a Bitcoin over. I'll also discuss some consideration for utilizing this gadget. Let's start by discussing the two types of ledgers available today. Ledger Nano S and Nano X, which support Wi-Fi and have a larger storage capacity and display. The two ledgers are identical, so there is no difference in what you will receive. Here is your Ledger Nano S. Let's conduct a brief unwrapping video. The last one was a super extra unboxing movie. Your cryptos will be stored here, so you'll need to take good care of them. Now let me walk you through setting up the device. First, plug this slider into the computer to turn it on. Then when it welcomes you, press the left button to go left, the right pattern to go right, or both buttons once to confirm. The first thing they'll need you to do is set a PIN code. So let's get that done first. After that, you'll need to write down your recovery phrase. This phrase is crucial because you can still use it to recover your cryptos even if you lose your ledger. However, if you lose it, your cryptos will be lost forever. Ledger has provided us with several sheets where you may write down our phrases, so let's use them to begin. Press right on your ledger as you can see and then copy the first word build to the page. Next, copy the word spot and so on. There are 24 words, so simply write them all down. Following, you'll need to confirm them. For instance, if your first word is build, you'll need to scroll until you locate work. Once you do, simply click confirm. Repeat this process for the next two words and the letter will provide some advice when you are through. You only have these 24 words as a fallback. I can't stress this enough, keep them in a safe location and never share them. These 24 words are your last chance of survival if you ever lose your ledger, so guard them with your life. Don't take photographs of it or upload it to the internet. Once you are done, press both buttons to continue. Okay, that's for setting up the ledger. Next, we will need to create a Bitcoin account so we can transfer Bitcoin over. For this, you need to use either a Ledger desktop program or an app. We are showing you how to do it in a desktop program, so let's move on. Don't tell your friends about it because anyone with access to these 24 hours will have access to your 100 Bitcoin and $10,000 Dotcoin. They will offer you a little quiz when you first start, but we will just provide you with the answers. I utilize a ledger where my cryptocurrency is kept. Using blockchain, if my catchphrase is no longer effective, private or safe, I need help since my crypto is no longer secure. My Nano connects to the Ledger app to move them to a secure location. However, my secret key is still offline now that you're the specialist in crypto. Next, you'll be prompted to approve the ledger. On your device, the manager thus simply checks your device after that. The account asks you to select the cryptocurrency you require. To first install the Bitcoin app, so click on the Open Manager. There are a ton of apps available for download. However, before installing the entire app store in your ledger, keep in mind that there are only KB for the Ledger Nano S, which was released in March. As a result, you can install almost 3 apps, which should be more than enough for most people. For now, I'll just install the Bitcoin app. Once installed, you will see it on the program and the ledger. The fun part is transferring your Bitcoin to your ledger so you can cuddle it to sleep. To do that, click Accounts, then click Bitcoin. One native said wait. Click Receive to receive your Bitcoin. Continue. It will tell you to open it. There are two types of accounts that you can choose from: SegWit and Native SetWeek. I will choose Native SegWit because it has a lower transfer fee. You may move your Bitcoin to any cryptocurrency exchange. However, I'll demonstrate how to move from Financially Speaking, Binance SG, then click Account. Select Send to send the address here once more with Bitcoin to ensure that you have pasted the proper address. Then decide how many Bitcoins to purchase. Perhaps move over 1 million. I'll send all of my Bitcoins to that many. Overdue to YOLO is the best option. Click the Send button. All you have to do now is wait for the operation to complete. Depending on how crowded the network is, it might take a few minutes or many hours. You will be aware till you know if it's successful or not the image in your ledger. This is why the passage is terrifying. Tip: if you are very kanji and want to know if the transaction is finished or not, you can go to History, click Send Receive and then check the status. Alternatively, you can copy the transaction ID, go to blockchain.com and then paste this transaction in. If the status is confirmed, the transaction is finished if you transfer it to the right address. You can see a Bitcoin appear in your ledger if it was sent to the correct address, otherwise you might have made the mistaken transfer. That was how to transfer Bitcoin to your ledger. Now, there are a few things I want to discuss. If you only have a less amount of Bitcoin, such as 100 or 200, it is not worthwhile to purchase a ledger because you practically have nothing to lose. We know this Bitcoin belongs to you because it is associated with your public key. To access a Bitcoin, you will need your private key in this Ledger Nano. Without the private key, you will never be able to obtain your cryptocurrency. Where's my Bitcoin if this ledger only stores your private key? It isn't stored anywhere. Instead, it is just a number in a public database known as a blockchain. The 24-word phrase must be kept safe and secure because it is the only way to recover your private key in an emergency. That's all for today. Hopefully, you now understand how to use your Ledger Nano. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.